break come for you guys at a good time?
I really don't know, to be honest with you. I think there's people on our staff that are like, wish we'd have kept playing, and there's others that, we probably needed a rest. I think it's been a long 6 weeks for a lot of reasons, and probably getting away from it's good. We had a couple extra days off, and, we have we're in the middle of a really tough 6-game stretch with 4 on the road and the 2 home games being Texas and Baylor. So, 3 weeks to go. So, we'll see. But I do think probably getting away from it, and not, if nothing else, just mentally too. So, we'll kind of see how it goes from here.
How do you, I know you would kind of hit on there the rest. Just how do you keep fatigue from setting in for kind of those big 3, Lexi, Ashley,
and I think probably that's I think probably that's the biggest thing we have to worry about. We're not calling anyone up from the minors. We're not trading. No NBA trade deadline for us. So you got to go with what you have. And I think where it starts is how you manage practice. So there's things that we probably need to work on a little bit more. We can't. We have to make sure that whatever we have left in the tank we're as ready for game day as we can. And certainly, when you play Saturday night at West Virginia and turn around and play Monday at home against Texas. So it's not just leading up to Saturday. You're trying to think ahead a little bit. So I think we've done a decent job of that. Our kids really do a great job of communicating with us when they think they need to rest, or how we manage practice. Like today, we're going to practice really, really hard for 20 minutes. And, you got to get a lot of stuff done, more video, more walkthrough. But every team's probably in that boat. But I think certainly for us, it's probably become even more of a situation that we have to manage and try and manage correctly.
Is it something I know you've said, like, the minutes you've kind of been forced to play those 3 is probably not something ideal with what you haven't been able to get from the bench. Have you seen it impact them at all in terms of, I think the last game you had mentioned maybe some tough fouls and then the 3-point shooting. Does any of that kind of slip into that, I guess?
Oh, yeah. No, I don't think there's any, we're all, fatigue, changes a lot of things. The mental toughness and the game itself, and the other teams are coming at you, and the fouls are an issue. I think the thing that, and again, maybe it's correlated, maybe they're together or not, but like our 3-point shooting is really down from last year, everyone, and dramatically. And for us, that's not a good thing ever, and especially now. So maybe that's part of it. It's hard to quantify that. We have more information, and our kids they're hooked up to everything, and we know every step they take. We know, so it's really hard to know. But again, when you lose, the last 3 games we lost, 3, 1, and 6. So, does fatigue play a part in that? Sure, but no one's gonna feel sorry for them. They know that, and like I said, I think our job, what we need to do, is prepare the best we can, and make sure we manage practice, and we can control that. And that's what we're trying to do.
On the flip side, is the stretch just a big opportunity for you guys as well?
Yeah, I think that's, if you're a competitive kid, that's what you want. You look at the schedule and, you're like, hey, this is a great opportunity to play some really good teams, some meaningful games. We only have 3 home games left on the season. There's only 7 games left. It's 3 weeks to go. All the things that, this is the time of year kind of I've always thought when you get to Super Bowl week, it's almost like the Super Bowl leads into the rush to the end of the basketball season. And I think everyone kind of really figures that out and gets a sense of that. So that's exactly where we are. And we're in a decent place. We're not in the kind of place we'd like to be, obviously, for a lot of reasons. But now it's up to us to go out and compete and play and, control what we can.
I know you never want to look ahead, but are you also thinking about how you're going to manage the quick turnaround immediately after having the weekend?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I'm sure I must have pissed somebody off in the Big 12 office to send us to West Virginia on a Saturday night, and Texas is sitting at home, and then we got to turn around and play. So, yeah, that has been discussed. I mean, we haven't game planned for it, but we've planned everything from, the day that the last game through Monday. How do we manage practice? How do we manage, game prep, things like that. So I think we have an idea of what we want to do, and we'll certainly hope that, that all comes together. But we've laid it out, literally almost to the minute over a 10-day period, because after Monday, then we don't play till Saturday. So then we'll see where we are physically and then go from there.
I know I probably ask you weekly about Nye.
That's all right.
But, she gets her first double-double, and then she scores, scores her previous career out by 10.
Yeah.
And without her in that game, obviously, could have been
It would have been it would have been really bad. Yeah. No.
But how good has she been?
No, she's been tremendous, and her mood's been good. She's really excited about her role, and I think she's playing with a lot of energy. And I think I probably answered it the same way. As last year at this time of year, she really picked it up and found another layer, another level of competitiveness, and certainly we desperately need her to contribute. Now, obviously, we can't survive playing 5 guards every single night for the amount of minutes, but right now those are quality minutes, and we're moving her around. But she's been a tremendous addition to our team, since the day she got here. But it just seems like the second half of the year, she really, had a great second half last year and was a big part of our team, and hopefully that'll continue this year.
You talk about the challenge both Saturday against a good West Virginia team and then Monday against a great Texas team.
Yeah, West Virginia, I think, is playing really well. Obviously, have a win against Baylor at home. They won at Kansas State. I think they're looking at their resume as they're an NCAA tournament team. I think they have a great chance to be there. Obviously, it's a tough place to play. We've always had really competitive games with them out there. And then like I said, you turn around and you play a Texas team that I'm not the smartest guy. I vote on the coaches poll, and I've had Texas in the top 15 basically all year. They're going to win our league. They're physical. They have the best point guard maybe in the country, or one of the best point guards in the country, in Rory Harmon. They're playing with a lot of energy, and their style is really hard to prepare for. And I think they're playing at a really high level. So it's going to be a tough couple days, but everyone runs into it. And I've said this, and I said it to our team. There's a lot of people that don't care about your problems, and there's a lot of people that love that you have problems. And so, but it's a great opportunity, again, to showcase our university, showcase Hilton, national stage. I think our kids will be excited to play. Thank you.